Welcome to the Endless Honeymoon Podcast. Hi, Natasha.
Hey, Moshe.
How you doing?
Sorry, I've been away for 2 weeks.
You have been away for 2 weeks?
Oh, sorry, just in my mind.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been emotionally absent as well, watching all 7 Harry Potter films in a row.
Is that what happens? I see. So when I come into the room and you're like on trilogy 6 or whatever, it's like
Trilogy 6.
or even when you're like in this Star Trek, and then it's like the next groupings of Star Trek.
I try to just get through. I do bulking.
Are you emotionally like kind of checking out?
No, I'm just watching some dang films.
Okay.
Why were you away for 2 weeks in your mind?
I think it's a funny idea that everyone's just like in a pandemic, but kind of checked out.
Well,
but I do sense that when I come in and you're watching those movies, I'm like, oh, okay, he's kind of checked out.
I'm not checked out.
I like it.
I'm watching a movie. Are you usually checked in when you're watching a film about wizards? Or usually like, oh, honey, hold on.
But I think watching films in a particular order, like I feel a lot of people are doing this.
Yeah,
you know, like
we're trying to get through stuff. We're all going to die eventually. We want to get through some stuff.
You're like, oh, I have to watch those Marvel movies in a different order?
No, I watched those in chronological order for timeline.
Timeline.
Yeah.
As opposed to like content or historical, like how it came out?
What do you mean?
Or I don't know. Don't people watch things like based on... why do you rewatch them? Do you rewatch them in the order they came out at the studios?
I had not seen the... Well, right now I'm watching... right now I'm going back and I'm watching all the DC films in terms of the date of birth of the cinematographer. And it's a really cool way to view it, honestly.
I've never watched all of a franchise in a certain order.
Honey, you don't watch...
Over the course of like 8 days.
You don't watch franchises.
That's true.
You watch boring films. You're like, is there possibly a 1962 French New Wave film with no dialogue, but somehow also in French?
Just because you can't get through a black and white movie with subtitles does not make me...
I'm the one.
A fake French person? I mean,
you are a fake French person. You are a fake French person. I swear to God, you guys, you're not going to believe me. I walked into our house the other day. She had an easel and a monocle on, and she was eating a baguette with like camembert on it. And she greeted me. She said, "Allo." Is that how you say hello in French?
You're the one who brought Igmar Bergman over, like it was on our first date. Like that's
He's
what you were
French.
into.
He's Swedish, and
okay, well,
Swedish films I'm into.
Black and white subtitles.
Boring.
Yeah, that one was boring, but I liked that you liked that.
Seventh Seal was boring. Listen, I'm the one that's trying to get us through all of the best screenplay Oscar winners in reverse order right now.
Okay, now that I understand, but that's like very general. That has something for everybody.
Well, I'm sorry, honey.
The Star Trek.
I'm sorry, my viewing
Last
habits.
Generation midwives.
Star
whatever.
Trek: The Last Generation. You should pitch that.
What's it called?
It's called The Next Generation, but you should pitch The Last Generation, where the Federation has fallen apart, and the only one that can save them is a snob who likes new wave films.
Hey, listen. I don't know. I mean, I don't relate necessarily.
Listen, honey, here's the beauty of it.
You don't care.
I don't need you to relate. I'm watching them for me. You know how like when you get dressed up in a sexy little mini and crotchless panties, you don't do it for me. You do it to just feel wanted.
Oh my God.
That's what you always say. You say, I'm going out with my crotchless panties and I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it to feel wanted. I watch these films for me. I enjoy caving out.
I do too, but guess what?
What?
I don't get to.
You can't. What?
I feel like it's like so hard to do that.
Oh, well, you should take some more time for yourself then.
I would love to do that.
Yeah. Or you could just complain about it on every episode of this podcast.
No, I'm going to cave out.
Well, Tosh, I'm sorry you feel so put upon. I always encourage you to take time, and you should take as much time as you want. Go watch all of the films of fucking Buster Keaton someday, you know?
I would love to do that.
Do it.
It's boring.
I know. You know what's not boring though, Tosh?
Watching all the Marvel movies.
What's not boring is listening to a few secrets.
Well, I would love to listen to some secrets.
Let's do it.
Hello, I have some content for you. I am a listener, and I love your show. It's so funny. It cracks me up all the time. My secret is that I work from home now 4 days a week out of 5. And since I've been working from home, I utilize meetings as a break from my family. If I want to get away, I just say, oh, I have a meeting from 12 to 1, and then I close the door to the office of our home, and I do whatever I want to. That's my secret. Thank you. Bye-bye.
I have a confession.
Yeah.
There's not a day I don't do this.
Honey, that's what I do. I have a meeting tonight with Harry Potter, Hagrid, Dumbledore, Voldemort, Hermione, Ron, and the whole crew. Draco Malfoy, Lucius Malfoy,
Let me just tell
Bellatrix
this caller.
Lestrange. I have a meeting to get to.
Let me just tell this caller, first of all, j'adore content.
Yes.
I absolutely love content.
Especially if it's in français. Content in français.
This is a very good person, though. Like someone who thinks they need to admit that they're telling their family that they have a work thing to do when they don't really. Sorry, Moshe, but like, I mean, I procrastinate a lot.
Honey, bye-bye. It's all good. I always tell you to take time for yourself whenever you want it.
Here's the thing that this caller needs to know. The time that you're like, I have a meeting, and then you go away and do blank, whatever blank is, it's probably something you need to do for your well-being, I think.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'm like, you know, I
tell you. Are you talking to the caller or are you talking to yourself right now?
No, but sometimes I'll tell you like, oh, I have to work. And I do. But then I mean to sit down and work. And then I start doing something else. But then that thing really needed to get done. And that email. And then that thing that I just did. And I forgot about that. And then, oh my God, that creative thing I thought of like and then I follow that thing. And then all of a sudden it's been an hour. And it's like, okay, well, that was work. And I needed time alone. And I think space is a very important thing. And I think that we all need space from each other.
Jesus Christ.
It's true.
All right, let's play another secret.
No, not in a bad way. It's just like obvious.
Hi, you guys. So I have a secret. Just like your voicemail says, if you want to get something off your chest. And I do want to get something off my chest about my chest. So when I was in the 3rd grade, I heard that if you rubbed butter on your tits, that they would make your boobs bigger. So I would go to the fridge in the middle of the night and rub butter on my boobs. And I did it quite a few times. But anyway, now everybody who sees my boobs say that I have perfect boobs. And every time somebody says that, I want to say, well, it's because I used to rub butter on my boobs. I have butter boobs. But yeah, I feel like it's honestly hilarious and such a funny thing to think about. So yeah, that's my secret. Thanks.
How long did she do that?
I don't know. She said quite a few times.
Can I start now? Wait, did she do it for like years?
Honey, I got bad news for you.
What?
I don't really watch Harry Potter. I wait till you fall asleep and I do the butter trick on you. Just hoping against hope.
I mean, the problem is I don't want to, I would rather put olive oil. Like I don't want to smell butter at night, you know?
Man, what an interesting thing. When you're a kid, you'll kind of try anything, you know? You just read about something.
That works though.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, like
no.
when you read about like the oldest people in the world, they're like, I put olive oil on my body every day.
She said I put butter on my tits to make them fat. And now she has perfect tits. You think rubbing butter on your tits makes you have perfect tits?
Maybe she did it for 5 years.
Hun, there's no logic to that. None.
Honey, logic is overrated.
Not when it comes to growing big fat tits.
All right.
That's what it's all about. It's all about logic when it comes to BFTs.
Okay.
You ever read that Roald Dahl book? The BFT? The big friendly tit? All right, one more secret.
My secret is that I check the Nextdoor neighborhood app every single day for lost dogs.
in the event that my ex's dog gets loose because I miss her and I want her to be my dog.
Oh my God.
And she technically was my dog. I paid for her, but she was adopted under my ex-boyfriend's name. So, you know, sometimes I just hope that she gets loose in the backyard and I can just steal her from him.
You should have given it
That's
to
it.
her.
Why?
Because
That's the reason?
it's her dog.
No, it's his dog.
Why? She paid for it.
Is that how you decide whose dog it is?
I don't know. I think it's a very nice acquiesce for a man to give the woman the dog.
Because he's male should give up the dog?
Listen,
Clearly, she thought it was his dog on some level, or she wouldn't have allowed
she
him
needs
to
to get
keep
another
it.
dog.
Obviously.
I remember Doug Pound, his dog. I loved his dog Bug so much, and I loved watching her, and I just always was like, God, if I could only find a dog like this. And then I did, and I got a little cutie. Look, she's so cute, even though she has congestive heart failure and no teeth.
Well, you just flashed our viewers, and I'm really happy about that. I'm sure they are too.
Him?
Yeah, I saw your middle name.
That's not good.
Speaking of Doug Pound, let's get old Doug Pound on the podcast.
Oh, he'd be great.
Listen, Natasha, I think that you should go upstairs and watch whatever film you want, and I will do all the heavy lifting down here of watching another Harry Potter film.
All right, honey. Well, whatever gets you excited about life.
Well, I got a lot of things that get me excited about life, Tosh. I love life. I cherish it. I relish it. I'm a liver. I'm a doer. And you know what else? You know what makes me love life more than anything else?
I don't know what, honey.
You, because I love you.
I love you too.